Yeah, varsity's out.
What's good, YouTube? Joel's funeral here, and who do I have here today?
David Belonge.
And what did you do this past weekend?
I got third place at the case tournament here at Warehouse Cards and Games.
And what did you play?
I played Tenpai.
Nice. Do you want to do shoutouts now or after?
Oh, we can do them after.
Okay.
So, all right. Ready?
All right. Let's go into the main deck.
All right. So, main deck's standard engine cards. Got the 3 Pydra, 3 Chandra, 2 Genroku. I was only playing 1 at the case tournament, but there were so many times where I would draw it and needed 1 in deck to summon it, and so I just added another 1 in now at this point. And then 2 Fadra, so still like 2 of this. Every time I tried 1, it's just like the grind game would come up, and not having the second one to just block damage came up a lot. So I like this ratio. I'm probably going to keep it this way for a while. So got those, and then the honorary Tenpai Magnamut.
Tenpai Magnamut.
Yeah. So this card likes to be in my opening hand, and I like it in my hand because it helps a lot with getting engine when you need it, and then disruption too. Also, you can just easily make a 10 if it stays on the board. That helps a lot sometimes. And then I was playing 2 Fenrir. I think this card's one of the best cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just so versatile, helps going first, helps bait out interruptions, just really good card in general. Then for hand traps, I was doing the 3 shifter, cards broken, I don't know what else there is to say about it. 3 Perulia, sided out a lot, but it's really good in the mirror match, really good against other random decks. And then 3 Ash Blossom, just the best generic hand trap. Always comes up, it's always really good.
Yep.
And that's it for the monsters. For spells, we got the 1 Prosperity. This is at 1. Rates off to search the Fenrir. And then Sing and Summoning at 1 as well. And then to search the field spells, we got Terraforming. And then Board Breakers. So I'm playing 1 Dark Hole just to have the option to clear something on my side if I have like a Fenrir in my hand and I just need to clear the board and then set up for Fenrir. Usually comes up if I drop Mag or Nibiru on them. And 1 Thrust to search the Board Breakers that I need. 1 Feather Duster.
Okay.
2 Lightning Storms.
The best time card in the game.
And 3 Regeki.
Nice.
That's it for the Board Breakers.
You make your opponent lose 15 and you gain 15.
Singing Kaiman, which is one of the strongest cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! As well right now. Just
Probably one of the best cards to Ash as well.
yeah. We try to bait him out before using this, but sometimes it happens, and it sucks when that happens, but whatever. And then we got 3 Imperm.
40 in the main?
Yep, 40. And then extra deck.
Yep, extra deck.
We got the Trident, Transcendent, and then Double Bident. It's kind of the core engine synchros that you just need to play. I was playing 2 of this for a while, but I ended up cutting it for something else that I'll mention here soon. And then for the Black Rose cards, we got Ruddy, we got Bros Dragon, and then Moonlight. So these cards always come up randomly. Black Rose has been coming up less and less often lately, but these 2 are definitely very important.
I'm sure Black Rose stopped coming up because you're main decking like Raigeki, Lightning Storm.
Yeah. Alright, and then we've got Meteor Burst, still very good. Helps protect Kaiman in the battle phase, really good in the mirror to make it early. Got Qui Belt, this card's very, very important. Helps OTK under Shifter, popping the field spell, doing 5k. Also just spot removal, it's generic, so it plays around cards like Zombie World, so it lets you actually have an out to that. This is for Yubel, Samurai Destroyer. It's very hard for them to out this. Also, obviously this gets over their floaters, but that deck just does not have a good way to get rid of this, because if this card's removed from the field by the opponent's card effect, it can just summon itself right back. So Yubel has a very, very difficult time getting over this. And then I was playing Dawn Dragster. This card's only come up against decks like Runic Stun, but when I've played against that deck many times since I've added this in. Once at the regional that I went to, and then once at the case tournament in Kokomo that I went to, and it came up against Runic both times, and it helped me win those matchups. This is the card I cut the Transcendent for. Is Star Slayer. It's really good against branded.
Specifically.
yeah. A play I should have done against you was make this to out your Dragoon, because like Dragoon can't negate that, and you can just spin it back. It's just a really good out to cards like that. And it also just limits that deck's plays a lot. It's a good card. And then for links, I was playing the 1 Seals, the 1 Hida, and then I was still playing Doolittle. It's just a lot of times people are not barriering in the battle phase anymore, because a lot of times if you have setup, you can still get synchros out and just push for a lot of damage. So if they do it in the main phase, then it's usually just make this. This card also helps get over random stuff that's like 3,500 attack. Like I played against a Raid Raptor opponent, and he had the 3,500 guy that it's unaffected, and I got over it by making this and then making Transcendent and just crashing it. And that was like my only out to that. So
nice.
Yeah, so that came up. That's extra deck.
All right, and for the side deck?
Yep, side deck, we've got the Quackimiro Drago. It's for U-Bell specifically. It can be okay against other matchups, but it's really only comes in consistently against U-Bell, which is one of this deck's hardest matchups. I was playing 2 Nib. I like this card and I don't like this card this format, so I decided to cut it down to 2 and keep it in the side. I do put it in a lot against Snake Eye and other decks that
really strong against like White Woods.
Yeah, it's good against them too. So yeah, it has its place in the side. I don't think it's main deckable this format though. And then we got 3 Dogwood. Oddly enough, this card doesn't really come up in time very often because this deck doesn't go to time very often, but it's really just good to make your opponent overthink and then give you a lot of life to where you know you're not going to die and you can just crack back and usually break their board or kill them then the next turn. So it's just a good safety net. I like it. Sometimes I brick on it, but it is what it is. I feel like you have to play it. 3 Cyclone. This card's MVP in the side deck. It's just so versatile, so good. It just helps you out any problem that you run into. Really good going first too, because you can set it and usually disrupt like a continuous spell or something. Considered main decking it, but I usually end up just taking out the going second board breakers and put this in games 2 and 3. 3 Droplet in the side. I don't like it in the main right now because Shifter, but it still comes in a lot. Really good in the mirror, negating Chandra and damage step, negating things that can't be targeted. It's good out to a lot of stuff, obviously. And then for going second against Tenpai, I'm playing the 3 Heat Waves. I don't really side this in very often against anything but the mirror, but in the mirror it's very, very good. I recommend playing it.
All right.
And yeah, that's the deck.
Any last thoughts or any shoutouts?
Yeah, well, I think this deck's still going to be good coming into the next format. We'll have to see how things shape up with the Azamina cards, and definitely the inclusion of the new Mulk Army and the Dominus Impulse is going to make this deck a lot more potent and hard to deal with. But yeah, and then shout outs to everyone here at the shop. Shout out to Joel for doing the deck profile. Great community here at Warehouse, and look forward to playing more with you guys here this format. So
thank you. See you guys later.